What's up, everyone? It's your boy JR. I got Sammy. I got Jace. It's the Laugh Kings. We're back in business, gentlemen. How we doing?
Doing well. Doing okay.
Doing okay. Yeah.
Okay.
How was the surgery?
Oh, wait, what surgery?
All right, we'll talk about next pod. We'll talk about next pod.
Oh, man. I don't know if y'all could tell, but the mood is a little somber. Still wiping away a few tears.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
unfortunately, if you're a Blue Jays fan, or fortunately, if you're a Dodgers fan, the LA Dodgers have won Game 7 of the MLB World Series, eliminating the Blue Jays and ultimately being victorious and are repeating as back-to-back champions.
Don't like that.
Not one bit.
I love this team. I love how this team was built. Like
Mm.
the way they came together. The odds against them were so high, and
Yeah.
they fought through it, but one game short.
One game short, or you could even say 2 outs short.
No, even worse.
Well, we'll kind of sequence the game, but
I'm pissed off because I felt like this was our series and we could have won it multiple times and we never closed it off.
Yep.
I don't like, you know me, I don't like people laughing, clap hand and stuff like that. So when I saw that in the 6th, 7th inning when we had
like the 8th inning.
Yeah. I didn't like that, but anyways, you talk. You guys know more about baseball than I do, so I'll let the experts of the panel kind of chime in.
Yeah.
And
So
I'll
the
do
one in the Joe Carter jersey.
This is when I used to be an expert.
Oh man, I don't know. I'm at a loss for words. But before I get into anything further, I think we have to congratulate the Blue Jays on an incredible season.
Yeah.
They won the AL East. They won the pennant. They took the defending champs
7 games.
7 games, literally 2 outs away.
Yeah.
I think if you were to ask any baseball fan at the beginning of the year, the Blue Jays would win the AL East, win the pennant, and ultimately be in Game 7 of the World Series. I think they'd probably say you're crazy.
Yeah.
Right? So, overall, it was great. Vladimir Guerrero's, he lived up to his contract that will start as of next season.
Yep.
Why was that even an issue, the contract?
I don't think it was an issue.
It's always money, like you're paying that much and for length of the contract.
Yeah.
Like I think 14 years, I think he'll be like 40, over 40.
Yeah.
So you're still paying him a lot of money at that age.
And he didn't have a great regular season, right? Like it was good, but it wasn't like MVP cut.
But he's heading into his prime, so hopefully I felt bad for Vladdy just looking at him cry.
Yeah.
He stayed to the very end.
He was the last one.
The last one. Oh, man.
Yeah. And like multiple times throughout the playoffs, like you continuously hear him say, I want to do it for the city, for the city, for the city. And, for him, like if the Jays were to win, again, I'll mention it from now until the end of time. They're 2 outs away.
Yeah.
He would have been the unanimous MVP.
Yeah.
And, I know Jace, you mentioned it, how, he had a slower regular season, right? Production wise, defensively, he's
awesome,
ridiculously good.
He saved us a couple runs from ending early.
He's for a big guy, like he's very athletic, very athletic. And
pause.
Whoa, definitely.
How do you know that? Go ahead.
In all honesty, he lived up to, it's what happens in the regular season doesn't matter when it comes to the playoffs.
Yeah.
And he lived up to who he is. He put the team, the city, and the country on his back.
Yeah.
And, it's unfortunate that it didn't get to, he didn't get to lift the World Series, but, I without a doubt think the Blue Jays will be back there. I don't know if I could say next season.
I hope.
But I do think if they keep that core together, maybe next couple seasons, they could only get better and we could see them there.
We'll have to ask a big question this offseason.
Yep.
Because the core is Bo Bichette too, right?
Yeah.
So if he goes, then we'll have to see, right? Like, I don't know if changes things.
Yeah. And I don't know, like he's been, well, obviously he was injured, right? And, him coming back in the World Series and he helped out in a huge way. He hit a huge 3-run home run
Yeah.
to give the Jays, a 3-0 lead. You could kind of tell he's in it, but if you listen to his post-game interview, he kind of sounded like,
He always sounds like
thanks
that,
everyone, this was good.
Yeah.
And that was kind of it,
Yeah.
Didn't really allude to anything, and rightfully so, because obviously he's going into
though.
negotiation.
Yeah.
So you don't want to allude to anything and give the media something to chew on, but I hope he comes back.
Yeah,
I really do.
He said he always made it clear he wants to be
Yeah.
here. Now, did we take too long to try to give him the offer? I don't know. Let's see.
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty soon. I'm thinking free agency in MLB starts almost instantly.
Yeah.
Like, So,
But where would he go that he would have a chance like that?
I don't know. I just see the Yankees like trying to go after him, drive the price up.
Yeah.
That would be a dangerous team if they, like any team would go after him though.
Yeah.
It's the likely suitors, San Francisco, the teams that always go after all the free agency free agents.
Yeah. So Rogers, pay that man.
Yeah.
Give him everything possible to make him stay. Everything, honestly. We gave
Does
him
he get
Vlad.
Does he get a $500 million
No.
contract?
No.
No,
It's like
but I think maybe
300 to
I say two
For how many
between
years?
2 to 250.
I could say
How many
up
years?
to 3.
At least 10. 10 plus.
Yeah.
Probably similar to what Vlad got, I think.
Yeah, not
Not as much, sorry, not in
much
money, but in years.
Yeah.
I think anywhere between 10 to 14 years.
He's a hitting machine.
Yeah.
He's a hitting machine.
Yeah.
And defensively, he wasn't as bad this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And but also too, I think an important part with the Blue Jays is for a majority of the postseason, he wasn't there. And the Blue Jays took down the Yankees, took down the Mariners, which were favorites to come out of the East.
Yeah.
Right?
They
and
gave us a hard time every time.
They did. They did.
Our
But-
pitching came through this postseason too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got to shore up the bullpen a little more, I think. Going to the same guys every single time. I don't know.
But you can't do that in like a long season, right?
No.
But yeah, Trey Savage was a
Shout out to
shine
him.
out. Yeah.
22-year-old who made a name for himself. If you didn't know who he was going into the postseason, you know him now.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, you probably make the same salary as him watching him.
Yeah.
So yeah,
but
that's a surprise.
We also have to give a shout out to Yamamoto.
Yeah.
MVP, well deserved. Holy.
Yeah.
I'd never seen. He won 3 games out of the 4.
That's
won
crazy.
3. That's
Yeah.
the MVP.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's crazy.
Yeah. And to think the Dodgers are the team to beat out of the West. For now, I'd say the next 5 years, it's in order for you to go to the World Series, you got to go through the Dodgers, right? And Hernandez, Freeman, Ohtani, Yamamoto, like that core, they continue to have together for a good few seasons. So,
Question for you though. Okay, let's say Bo doesn't come back, right?
yeah.
Who out there on the market we can bring in? Do we have that leverage? Is there anyone available that we can potentially look at?
Nah, I don't think there's anyone close.
No.
Because Bo was like one of the best hitters in baseball. But the other thing the Jays have for them, they do have prospects in the minors, but they're not ready yet.
Okay.
But
That's the thing.
they will have them maybe in the next 2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. I don't think people like to hear that. 2 to 3 years is a long time. But they're developing their farm system is finally getting players that they can develop. Like Savage got drafted 2024 and he was somebody that made a big difference now. Position players don't make that big of an impact immediately, so they're gonna take a few years. But
For sure.
yeah. But another thing, we're talking about the Dodgers and how good they are. I think MLB is gonna have to face the fact that they have to figure out a way with the salaries.
Yeah.
Because now the Dodgers' salary is like by far.
So there's no salary cap.
There's no salary cap. But that's going to be, I don't know how I could see a lockout coming.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, it's like a massive lockout too, because I get it. If you're a player why would you ever want a salary cap?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You want to get paid the most money you can, 900 million or whatever, 800 million. You want those contracts.
Yeah.
And if you start putting in rules like the max you can go is a 7-year deal, the max you can go
That's
where-
true. That's
know
for
what
like
I'm
the
saying?
top.
Yeah.
That's for like the top 10, I think, players. But like some players who are good, they caring about getting the money. They also want playing time, right? And it's only a handful of like teams that can pay those players.
Yeah.
So it's like, why would I go to the Yankees? Why would I go to the Dodgers if I can get more minutes elsewhere? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but the other thing is like there's MLB teams that are not like their payroll is like 50 million.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's like one player to
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, what's the competitive balance? If you have like 6 teams, then you're a league of 6.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If
Yeah.
6 teams realistically are in it all the time, they're the ones who spend the money. For like, you have fans right now, and the World Series was great, so that helped.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But eventually, if it's like, oh, it's repetitive where the Dodgers keep winning because their payroll is like
Yeah.
400 million and no one else could beat them, then no one cares.
So who won before the Dodgers?
Dodgers.
No, I know. But I
it was
mean
the Texas Rangers.
Yeah, and they had the
Which
highest
is a big
payroll
win.
too.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see
Yeah.
if last time like a small market won.
It's hard for small
Yeah.
markets to win now. So like you.
So
you
Seattle
can-
was a good example of
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
that.
See, the
Yeah.
thing is, like Tampa Bay is always a small market team that's in contention.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the problem is they develop their players and then they sign with the Dodgers.
Yeah.
And they
Yeah.
sign with like Glasnow, for example. He was with the Pirates and then he
Okay.
was with Tampa Bay and then Dodgers. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's like, yeah, these teams like Paul Skeens,
Yeah.
he's like one of the best pitchers in baseball. But what's going to happen when he's available to actually get, make money?
Yeah.
Pirates are going to be like, oh, we don't want to pay him what he's worth. So then they're going to have to trade him. And then,
Yeah.
they maybe trade him to a different team that
Mhm.
will give them prospects. But then when that team like got to negotiate a
Yeah.
contract, he's going to
Yeah.
go Yankees, Dodgers. Like it's the
Yeah,
same
that's-
group of teams.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
You know what I'll say? I'll say something controversial that people from LA, New York will not like.
Yeah.
But I think their championships
Yeah.
are not as valuable
Mm.
in their fans' eyes and just in the league wise, because in a sort of way they kind of pay to get their championships.
Yeah.
Like they don't really earn it like how the Blue Jays kind of earn their spot
Mm.
or other teams. Like in all sports across, like Lakers, you got Luka, you got
Yeah.
Braun. You paid your way to the championship, right?
I don't even know how they got Luca.
Yeah.
Like,
We know how they got
yeah,
Luka.
that's-
We know how they
yeah,
got
yeah,
Luka.
yeah.
There's, like you don't have to say. No
Yeah.
one has to say.
Yeah.
But like that's the thing I don't like about LA fans and New York Yankee fans. Boston, I'm okay with because it seems like there's some effort in there, but they use money still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like,
Toronto uses money too, to be honest.
yeah,
But
like-
it's not that we don't draw the free agents.
exactly,
Like that, you know what I mean?
exactly.
Well, think of it like this with Toronto, right? Bo Bichette, Vladimir Guerrero, Barger. These are all prospects,
Yeah.
damn near born and raised in the Blue Jays
Jays system.
system,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
With the Dodgers, Freeman, he
Otani
signed-
wasn't there.
Otani wasn't there. He got
Yamamoto wasn't
Yeah,
there.
Yamamoto.
exactly.
Mookie
Sasaki
Betts
wasn't
was
there.
with the Red
Yeah,
Sox,
Red Sox,
and
sorry.
he won
Yeah, yeah.
a World Series in 2018. So it's like,
So it's all that just to say LA bought their
honestly,
championship,
Yeah.
that's what it is.
They're gonna sound like bitter fans right now, but
but it is true.
but it's happening. It's happening where like they're just before this they weren't
Yeah.
relevant. Like the
Yeah.
Dodgers weren't
Yeah.
doing anything, but
Right.
since they started signing all those Japanese guys, Yamamoto, Shohei, Otani.
Yeah.
You go back to the Yankee days too. They're not winning these days because they're not putting the money behind it. But when they were winning, who did they sign? They get A-Rod. They
Yeah.
added to Jeter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
they sign big and they say we're gonna win, so I'm gonna spend the money.
For sure. No,
Like,
absolutely.
come on, man.
I think, in my opinion, there has to be a minimum salary cap. So
Yeah.
if there's owners that want to spend like 50, because they're making money,
Yeah.
they're making a ton of money, right?
Yeah.
But they're spending like 50 million on their
Yeah.
payroll. There has to be a minimum level. So now owners have to spend to
Yeah.
that to make your team. So that will help free agents get money because some owners will be in for other free agents that, and then the whole issue is going to be like, what do you have the salary cap at? What do
Yeah.
and then for teams like the Dodgers, or let's say you make the salary cap 250. They're 100 million over. How do you get them below?
Should be a min-max probably.
Yeah, I think it has to be.
Absolutely.
Because then you got to get owners out. Like, if you own the Pirates and you just, like, bring up, like, minor league guys, you don't care. Like,
what's that for a fan base?
Yeah, you know, like, Pirates fans are going to be so frustrated.
Yeah.
As a fan, you don't want to see, you want parity.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care if I'm a Jays fan, but if, like, other teams that don't always in the running, you want them to be in there. So you're like, oh, this is fun. Like, it's a team that I don't really.
You souped up your car and you're ready to race like a Ford Taurus. You know what I mean? Like, it can get you there, but.
Well, that's the story with the Blue Jays, right? 60-1, you know, to start the season on betting odds. And people started to rally behind the team, not just Toronto. Like, other places are like, oh, we hate the Dodgers. They keep buying their players. So they started saying, hey, these guys are unknown guys and they're doing well. Ernie Clement broke the MLB postseason record for hits.
Yeah.
Who knew Ernie Clement other than Blue Jays fans? You know what I mean? So, baseball is going to have a lot to deal with. But
they're not going to deal with
Series, though.
They're not going to deal with it. But
Well, they will eventually have to.
But it's been like this for like years.
I see a lockout coming.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's coming. Because they have to change something. Because eventually fans will stop tuning in. Like, this World Series helped them big time. Yeah. This was one of the best World Series. Like,
let's be honest here, you know. Oh man. But and you know, also too on that point with Jace, going back to your point with, you know, LA teams and whatnot. I seen some pictures of what Dodger Stadium was looking like. It wasn't a sellout.
No.
There were a lot of empty seats. And you know what the focus is always in LA? It's who are the celebs there?
Yes.
But when I watch and when you know they're showing at the Rogers, you see the fans into it. I don't care to see the celebrities and whatnot. I want to see the passionate
they
fan
have
base.
no clue. What does Meghan Markle and Prince Harry know about baseball? Like what a waste of
honestly it is
camera time, waste of seats, and all this stuff. They have no clue what's going on.
Nope.
But we've been to LA games. Like, we know their fans are not.
Yeah.
They're not diehard.
Yeah, we made those comments over there.
Yeah. But
yeah.
So, question for you guys: going back on the Blue Jays, do you all think this was their one window of opportunity, or do you think for the next however many seasons they'll continue to be a contender?
It depends. It depends what Bo does.
Okay.
Because Bo makes a big difference in that team.
For sure.
So George Springer's getting older.
Yeah.
Can Ernie Clement keep doing what he's doing? Can Addison Barger keep developing? So there's a lot of questions in the air. Like, they could miss the playoffs next season.
Yeah.
Being realistic, they could really miss the playoffs next season. Because also now your rotations change. Okay, your Savage is in. Bassett's a free agent. Bieber's a free agent.
Yeah.
So Scherzer's a free agent. So that's 3. So you got Gosman, you got your Savage.
Yeah.
It's a massive change to the team. So it's kind of impossible to answer that question, I think, because we don't see what the puzzle picture looks like, right?
Yeah.
The puzzle pieces are there right now.
I have faith in ownership though, because I feel like we're always somewhere around there. Like we're somewhere the wild card. Whether it is this year, past 5 years, we're always around there and we're trying.
They're spending.
So I think
for sure.
I think I can't say that they won't be there.
Yeah.
I gotta keep on thinking. We got Vladdy and you have him for so many years.
Yeah.
Right.
So you gotta build around him, right? You know what I mean? So you spent the money. Yeah. What's another 100,000
to be honest, the ownership is gonna push it.
Yeah.
Because the fans right now are really high on the Blue Jays. So if you don't push it, you look stupid. So you gotta you're gonna have to push it. So
absolutely.
And pitching is probably the hardest thing to find, but it's the hardest thing to develop, but it's the easiest thing to find, I think.
I think so. I agree with that.
Like you Savage came out of nowhere, right? It's proper prospecting.
Pick, though.
I know, but he kind of shuffled around, but they found him in the right time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and you can get some veteran pitchers too that kind of fill out those spots.
Like Scherzer, Bassett, those are guys that stepped up, right?
Seems like Bassett wants to come back. And
he does.
Scherzer said that's not how he's going to retire.
Yeah.
I don't know if we sign him back though, but We'll see. It would be nice to run it back with some of the
For
same
sure.
guy because they have the chemistry. They
Yeah.
have the, want to play together. They want to win for each other.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And I think, is it safe to say that John Schneider is going to be coming back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if I love that, but how do you not? But I
Yeah.
don't know. Like there's things where sometimes he doesn't see in the
Yeah.
game. Like I don't know. I feel he doesn't have that feel.
Mm.
I'm no expert, but like, remember when your Savage came in? I was like,
Should be Bieber or something.
Yeah.
I said, no, Bieber didn't do well either. But when your Savage threw the first pitch, his velocity was down,
Mm.
and I'm like, okay, this is not good
Yeah.
because. And then I'm like, okay, we got out that one inning. Don't bring him back.
Yeah, yeah.
And then he hung the pitch and gave up a home run. Well, that was very predictable because to me, who doesn't, I've never played baseball like professionally.
Yeah.
No surprise. Like I think you could tell by like, you know what I mean? But like I can see that his velocity down.
Yeah.
He wasn't throwing the fastball. He was hanging his change, like his change up, the curveball. Everything was just
Yeah.
like just sitting at 82.
Yeah.
And then boom, when you hit it, we're like, okay, that's gone. Like
Yeah, he couldn't get the strike zone. He
yeah,
couldn't get in there.
it's just leave him that one inning. We got out of
Yeah.
that inning by the
Yeah.
grace of God. We got out.
Yeah.
Just don't like.
That was because of Vladdy too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah. So
double
you
play.
just gotta like see that.
Yeah.
Sometimes the pitchers too. We go to the bullpen so much,
Mm.
and I'm like, we have starting pitchers because like those are look at how Dodgers won. They did all
Yeah.
starting pitchers. Those are their best guys. They
Yeah.
went with their best guys.
Yeah.
Okay, Bieber gave up the home run. We went with Bieber. So I
Yeah.
can't really fault him
Yeah.
on that.
Yeah.
I don't love the no rest, but then you only had Flu Hardy
Yeah.
and Braden Fisher. These guys are young guys, right?
Yeah.
But we make those change from our starters so soon in the
Yeah.
game
Yeah.
sometimes that I'm like, why? And we overthink.
Mm.
Okay, we'll take out for defensive replacement. The 18 inning game we had,
Yeah.
our lineup at the end of the game was like all bench players. So those
Yeah.
bench players went like 2 for 27 or something. How are we ever
Yeah.
going to win that game? But the Dodgers, they had all of their starters.
Yeah.
Like they were on like their 8th at bat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, they won. Well, because they stuck with their best players.
Yeah.
Why don't we stick with our best players sometimes? Like
Mm.
Heineman was out. Kirk was out for
Yeah.
Heineman. Like
Yeah.
unless there's an injury, sometimes stop overthinking.
Yeah.
Like
That's why I think you overthink on this case yourself
Mm.
because we did go to the World Series with him
yeah.
as our coach.
But remember, the games. So for me, what I pay attention to is the games we win. We're good hitting. We're like the best hitting team in baseball.
Mm.
So how do you? If I'm the manager and we have a 10-run lead,
Yeah.
you could be the manager. Like you know what I'm saying?
I don't think it's that easy though.
No, but all you gotta do is let the guys hit. And
Yeah.
but when we're in a close game, we always lose the close games.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm the opposite of that because we went so far. Because we're basically saying like our team doesn't need a manager.
No, we
Mm.
need someone who's not gonna be like overthinking sometimes. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
This one time he didn't like. So for example, we played who was it? Flu Hardy every time
Yeah.
Otani bats.
Yeah.
So he saw him so many times. So the last 2 times he doubled off of Flu
Yeah.
Hardy. So when he was going to the bullpen, I don't know about you guys, I was like, oh my God, he's going to Flu
Yeah.
Hardy again. And Otani's probably like, oh yeah, I've seen this
Yeah.
guy, you know? But then he went to, I think it was Varland. He switched it
yeah.
up that time.
Yeah.
I respect that. Like, stop. It doesn't always have to be lefty on lefty.
Yeah.
Yes, the numbers say this, but my eyes said the last 2 times Flu Hardy faced him, he hit 2 doubles.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes you gotta go with your eyes too.
Yeah.
Like, analytics sometimes is too
Mm.
much, you know?
What do you think,
Yeah.
man?
No, I agree with the same thing. In all honesty, I'm going to be 100% honest. If I thought this would have been Snyder's last season with the Jays, I thought they would have fired him. Because if you look at the past, you look at the wild card series against the Mariners where they dropped the ball and gave up, what was it, a 9-2 lead, and the Mariners
Yeah.
came back and eliminated them. I think that was 2020.
I remember we were
2,
in Washington.
we were in Washington. 2023 when he took Brios out against the
Yes.
Twins early.
Yeah.
That was a controversial call. They ended up losing the game, lost the wild card series. and they kept on giving him chances after chance after chance. It's like, okay, boom, we get to the World Series, but those tendencies of
Still there.
the analytics, okay, what's on the paper, what's on the iPad, forget about that.
Yeah.
What's the pulse? What are you seeing on the field? What are you hearing? Right? What are some? Forget what the coaches say. What about the players?
Yeah.
Vladdy, I think Vladdy he's the captain of the team. He's the guy that reminds me of Kyle Lowry. He's the voice of the Raptors.
Yeah.
I can't really say there's a voice for the Leafs. No offense. But Vladdy's that
No
voice for the
offense
Blue
taken.
Jays. Right? Austin Matthews is not who we think he is anymore. But anyways, that's a different conversation. But Vladdy's the voice of the team. Look at how Max Scherzer, he stepped up when against the Mariners, Schneider was coming out. He's like, no, I'm staying in. Let your players coach themselves. Let the pulse of the team dictate what's going on. Right? But
now you can't fire him because he made the
No,
World Series.
yeah,
game
yeah.
You got
seven.
another year
Yeah.
with him. Yeah.
And not calling for that,
No,
right?
no.
But I think
Yeah.
if depending on how things went against the Yankees series, the Mariners series, I think the conversation would have been different.
If we lose to like early on,
Yeah.
He would have been gone.
he's gone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But because he makes it,
Yeah.
that's the thing. So
Who's like who would you like get other than him? Like who's out there you thinking of?
I don't know.
Because I don't think Blue Jays really don't get the names, right? When
No.
you're getting managers.
But you don't really need the name
Yeah.
too. You just need someone like to do what JR just kind of said too. Like just feel the game. Just
Yeah.
have that feel and not over analyze the analytics behind
Yeah.
it all. You know, like
yeah.
analytics is good, but it's not good too. Because
Yeah.
analytics, I'm sure, said do not put Yamamoto
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
after he pitched 98 pitches
Yeah.
yesterday. Don't bring him in this game.
Yeah.
But they said,
But
yeah,
he's a superstar.
yeah,
Yeah.
you know, we
Yeah.
need to win, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's what I made a joke with one of my friends. I was like, if we had Yamamoto, he would have pitched 5 innings for us.
Yeah. For
you
real.
know?
Yeah.
So,
Sounds like
Yeah.
that's sad though, like
Yeah.
because it could potentially be true.
Yeah.
Like, so we would have if we had such a great pitcher, not use him correctly, we
Hmm.
still don't win the World Series either. So
True.
you got to tip your hat to the Dodgers. Although I
Yeah.
don't like the whole payroll thing,
Yeah.
they had to use them correctly.
Yeah.
and they
Yeah.
did.
No, that's
So,
true.
yeah.
You know?
cool.
Yeah.
So congratulations to the Dodgers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They not like us, but who gives a shit?
I hate when they're using that.
That's so played out, man.
Oh,
That's so
I gotta insert something here, right?
Pause.
You definitely. Yeah. Woo. Look, keep this rap beef nonsense in the
Yeah.
rap lane, and when it comes to sports, keep the sports in the sports lane.
Yeah.
Come on, the fact that people are still comparing the L.A. Kendrick, Drake, Toronto, blah blah blah, like
Who cares?
it's baseball.
I actually like this shit. I want us, Toronto, to have a rivalry with LA and keep growing that.
But we could do
Sports,
that with sports.
everything.
But now
Everything.
we're dragging out this beef, and it's like, you know what? There will be a rivalry there, and we got to see a benches clearing
Yeah.
incidents, a little scuffle
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Nothing
right?
was gonna happen.
nothing would have happened,
Yeah.
right? But there's a little animosity there,
Yeah.
right? That's great, but keep the rap stuff, hip hop stuff in its own lane, sports in its own lane, and that's it.
Because there's no way their rap can compare to our rap these days. There's no question. It shouldn't even be touched. It shouldn't be.
Okay.
Y'all get one song.
And the other thing, Yamamoto has no idea.
He doesn't. He probably doesn't care. He's like, who? Drake? Who? Kendrick? Who?
That's a good
Yeah.
song.
He can't even say that.
Yeah, he can't even say that.
He has a translator for everything.
Yeah.
So it's like he has no idea.
Oh, all right. You know what would work? If we had like a reggaeton battle between Toronto and LA, that would have been cool.
Possible. You got some.
Because you got the
Dominicans,
women, you got
yeah,
you got the liquor, you got the
go.
pool. That's the best kind of vibe. All right.
yeah, but you want to queue up the what's going on?
What's the
with
next one? Okay.
Sports betting.
Sports betting, yeah.
Yeah, while we're on sports.
All right. So I was actually watching Shams.
Mm.
Yeah.
So the NBA
Yeah.
stuff, right? I saw he did a podcast with this the Andrew Schultz guy. He was on his podcast, Flagrant. I think it's called Flagrant.
Shout out.
It was interesting.
Yeah.
It was very interesting. I never seen Sham talk outside of
He's on
ESPN role.
McAfee's,
Well,
show.
we've seen him on what's up with
Kay
Adams.
Adams. Kay Adams. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think he's a little loosey there, but
Yeah.
They asked him
They
about
have
that
a-
too.
yeah,
I would say
yeah.
actually I don't watch that pod, but
Yeah,
I say check that one out.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool. He's a normal guy.
yeah.
But like, so he's giving a little bit more details about the gambling and what's happening in the NBA. You know, Chauncey Billups is sort of allegedly accused of being part of this mafia-led gambling sort of huge. I don't know how to explain
cheating.
it.
But that's crazy actually, because they're saying they had like X-ray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's wild.
It's crazy. You
Yeah.
saw he wore the clutch.
Yeah.
thing. That's like that's the first thing you grab when you come out of your house, clutch. To make sure you're like, yo, I'm saying something if you don't help me out. But I was surprised about Chauncey. I thought he was a stand-up guy, but I guess he's not. So yeah, Chauncey Billups, Terry Rozier.
Yeah.
Who else was in that? I think there was one more.
Damon Jones.
Damon Jones, yeah. So the Damon Jones thing is
Damon Jones and Chauncey were poker. Terry
Yeah.
Rozier was the unders.
yeah. He was on the pop bets. What are they called?
the props.
Prop
props,
bets.
yeah.
Prop- That's how much I know. About gambling. But like that's where he would take himself out a game. I don't get 5 rebounds. Those are the small ones that you really can't catch,
Yeah.
right?
The same thing with Jonte Porter.
Yeah.
Who
Basically.
kinda kicked all of this off, really. Yeah.
But like, there's a huge issue in the NBA because they're saying this is, and it goes all the way to the FBI level, director of FBI. There's rings of these mafia things that are actually happening in the larger cities that we don't know about, but apparently these NBA players are using as like the figures to bring in others.
Yeah.
So because they know NBA players have money, right?
Yeah.
The wives, the friends who doesn't really have like a life. I'm sorry. The friends of NBA players don't have a life, but they want to be part of the glam and the glitz.
Yeah.
So they get them to use money or whatever, do that. But yeah, it's what they were saying is in Terry Rozier's thing is he would go the unders.
Yeah.
Damon Jones would figure out and ask LeBron because he was close at the time
If he's playing.
if he's playing, and then if he's not playing, boom, bet against it.
My
And
God.
Chauncey was leading people, bringing him in, kind of recruiting people to those poker games.
They said
It was crazy.
They said Kevin Garnett.
Kevin Garnett was there
playing.
once. He was playing once,
Yeah.
and then he said something that he never went back or something like that because something.
He probably lost. Chauncey probably.
But like these
Soft cards.
NBA players are like they're huge gamblers. All of them are really gamblers. So it's a way for the mafia to like string on people's like weaknesses, right? Because
Technically, I don't think you're allowed to gamble if
No.
you're playing. You can't bet like for your team. You can't betting at all. But clearly, there's a problem.
Yeah.
but yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Man.
So with sports betting, that's a big thing for the NBA because now with any sport, the integrity of the game is the most important.
So what Shams was saying too, just for that piece of it, like if you look at who's connected, like who's close to Chauncey Billups, Damon Jones, because there is a similarity there, right?
Ty Lue was
Ty Lue, his name was mentioned.
That's his best friend.
Yeah, so it is good to get big. And who's around Ty Lue when he started coming up, coaching the Cavs?
Yeah.
James is showing up a
LeBron
lot
James
more
is showing up,
with Damon Jones. You know what I mean? So it is kind of weird, but it's weird that NBA players make so much money, but they would sacrifice all that money just for chump change. And it's not even for them. It's for their friends.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, maybe I don't have you under salary, but I figure out a way to pay you guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which sucks because it's like they want to come up together.
Yeah.
And that's one way to do it. But then you have ties with the mafia.
The thing is, for me personally, I look at it like you guys are getting paid millions of dollars.
Yep.
There is so many legit ways. Having money makes you way more money. So there's so many legit ways of making money. If you have that amount of like millions of dollars, why aren't you investing in real estate?
Yeah.
Why aren't you investing in companies?
I'll tell you why. They say like in the case of like Terry Rozier, right? He was making 26 million, right?
This year.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
season alone.
Yeah.
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 That money's already spent, unfortunately,
yeah, that's
because you get the 2 cars, 2 mils gone. So from the top, right? You take 33%. That goes to taxes. Sorry, 50%. That goes to taxes. 33% probably goes to the agency.
Yeah.
So maybe out of the 20 mil, you're down to like, let's just say 10.
Yeah.
You buy a house. You raise your level of a lifestyle. So like instead of your bills being like $5,000 a month, your bills are like $25,000 a month because you live in a penthouse or you're renting somewhere luxurious. You got a girl, you got a side chick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got homeboys that you're like, go gamble and shit. We're gonna go Las Vegas every weekend, and that money's already spent.
Yeah.
So now they're looking for like sure things out of pocket to keep the lifestyle going until they get the next season round kind of thing. So we look at it, but NBA players, not all of them, majority of them, we've seen it before.
Yeah.
Majority of them are not that smart financially.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Like you could have 26 mil, but they're more poor than you.
Yeah, that's true. I never really thought about it that way too. I'm like 26 mil, how do you blow that? But like for us, 26 mil, we're not blowing it.
Yeah, we're
You know
not
what I mean?
blowing it.
Like,
Who knows? Honestly, God, I may be in that situation because if I'm around NBA players
That's the
and
thing.
I never like met with other people or be kind of like in the corporate world, maybe I'm just there. I'm growing up. I get, I don't know, buddy with like a veteran. He pulls me in. What are you doing
and
on
you're like,
weekends?
oh, you
Yeah.
can save
But
all
this
that
is so
money.
cool.
Yeah.
I can gamble with you guys. Yeah, you just got to put 100,000 here.
Yeah, he goes, I got that. Like,
You get that, and then you get stuck in a hole.
Yeah.
You're like, what are you getting the girl? Girls come around you. You got to spend the money with the girls to live the lifestyle. You're in a hole, and you don't see outside of that.
Yeah.
man.
That's the sad part.
Because that's what I'm saying. If I was in that situation, I don't know if I could be different.
Yeah.
I think it is easier for us to say we could be different because we've been
not-
different.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? We had to kind of go the way of like, I don't have mafia friends. Like, you know what I mean? So,
But that's the thing. You're in the NBA now. You have
yeah.
connections of
Yeah.
someone who could be that.
Yeah.
So it's weird.
Yeah. You know the interesting thing with all of this? We see the faces of who's involved. Jones, Billups, Rozier. But these quote unquote mafia people,
Yeah.
Oh, you won't hear about them.
we haven't seen a picture, haven't heard a name of.
You might hear the
Any of
names.
it.
You don't know how
That's-
the hell they look.
That's why the
Yeah.
FBI director, I question certain things because why are you going for the faces? Yes,
Right.
those are the faces, those
Yeah.
are the pawns, but you never see the actual guy pulling the strings.
Mhm.
I kind of understand it though because the public know the faces of the players. So if they see them crack down on those people that they know, because if I say Gambino or something, you don't know who the hell that
Yeah.
is. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you're like, oh, okay, cool, they're doing something. But if you hear Chauncey Billups, they're like, wow, they're going after Chauncey
Yeah.
Billups.
But I think Chauncey Billups not even a big name either.
No, but
So it's like-
it's a big name to the world where like that's what we're talking about it now.
Yeah.
Like if they did the same thing and just said all of the mafia guys,
Yeah.
you would have been like, you wouldn't have said anything. Like they could have talked about the same poker stuff.
I don't know.
Yeah.
And we wouldn't have
I
talked
I
about
feel
it.
different. I feel different
think-
because
Mm.
I feel
think
different
so?
because I think if the FBI just came out and said, let's just say Gambino, we're not talking about you, but
Yeah.
we just use it as let's say Pepsi is the actual mafia thing. Oh, we found out the Pepsi mafia was involved in the NBA and thinking with other players and getting them involved. I think it would just be as big.
But you know why? Because we'd be like, who and which NBA
Right.
players?
You would say
Yeah.
which.
Yeah,
But that's what I'm saying. It's
Yeah.
probably bigger the other way than using Chauncey and Damon Jones and Terry Rozier. People don't really
Yeah.
know.
I don't know. I think it's
But if there was a big name caught up
Yeah.
into it,
like LeBron
then
James.
yeah,
True.
algorithm, then it will be crazy. But even if LeBron James is caught up into it,
Yeah.
he'll get out of it.
Oh, yeah.
Like
He's too smart. There's
NBA will save him.
Oh, yeah.
again, we're not saying that he is by any means, but
Right.
like because there's no proof of
Yeah.
that. But like
Allegedly.
yeah,
Yeah.
if he was to like he has fault, man. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Oh, yeah.
if you're smart, you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Like you have like 4 different guys that'll fall before you.
Yeah.
Chauncey Billups did not set that into action.
So I think just like the Kawhi thing,
Yeah.
you know, with the Clippers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's another thing we can spin to because
Yeah.
everything's kind of being relatively quiet since that story broke.
Well,
don't know if you
because
guys
the
noticed that.
gambling thing came out, so Kawhi's
Yeah.
like, yeah.
But do you think the NBA is trying to figure out a strategy to make it just go away? Because why is the Kawhi Leonard thing not going away? I mean, sorry, why does it seem like it's gone away?
I think they're investigating
Yeah.
it, but now they have like this gambling thing is much bigger. I think they're gonna investigate all. To be honest
Yeah.
with
But
you,
the NBA's should have had updates, should have done something with the Kawhi situation because the season started. If there was something to hand down some kind of, pause on Kawhi playing until we figure out some stuff or something like that, it would have happened already.
maybe they don't have anything.
But then come out and say it.
Yeah.
Well, they did, right? They actually came out and said Terry Rozier. They didn't have anything on him. They cleared Terry Rozier
Originally. Yes. Yeah.
and then FBI is like, not so
Yeah.
fast. We have criminal charges.
Yeah.
So then people question like, how did you guys clear him?
Yeah.
But again, remember, like the NBA's investigation, they only can go so far.
Yeah, Shams was saying that too.
Yeah.
They can only do interviews, they can request phones, emails, and talk to people, but that's how far they can go.
Right.
Yeah.
They're not like a criminal organization that can like get a warrant.
Right.
But if the FBI is involved now,
Right.
now you probably have cooperation with passing of
Yes.
information.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, too, with the whole Kawhi thing, like Steve Ballmer, he's I think the 6th richest person in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's up there.
He knew exactly strategically what he was doing, right?
I think so.
I disagree.
Think, really?
I disagree. But go ahead.
So
you can't really believe he's
I disagree.
stupid.
No,
He's not a
no.
dumb
I
man.
disagree.
He's not
I
a dumb
disagree.
I honestly think he made sure that with that organization, how the money's being funneled, he made sure he aligned it with whatever's in the code of conduct policies for the NBA, making sure you have lawyers, triple, quadruple checking everything before any money's exchanged. And I think him being an intelligent individual and for him to be the 6th richest person in the world, I think he knows a thing or two about making sure that money is funneled the right way.
And then he's like, don't tell me about anything else. I've done it the correct way here.
Yeah.
You guys figure out the rest.
Okay, one thing to think about. So you're saying he spent $110 million invested in this company to only give Kawhi 10? So in order to get around the salary cap,
Right.
he basically 10x the money he put in just to give Kawhi and his uncle allegedly $10 million
Yeah.
to continue. Does
But
that
he will make that money back if they could win a champ. If he believes they could win a championship.
Yeah.
Because think of the money we were just talking about the Jays. Do you know how much extra revenue the Jays got by getting to the World Series?
Yeah.
If the Clippers, which they have a good team.
Yeah, they do.
Right? Yeah. So if he gets a championship, it changes. Season ticket holders are spending way.
but 10x?
But we think 10x doesn't sound a lot. But remember, these franchises go up in billions.
Yeah.
In
I
value.
don't know, man. I don't know because he invested so much on the new arena and all this stuff, signing all these players.
Yeah.
That to me is something I think of is like, okay, if he says he's innocent, maybe that's something in his evidence to say like, why would I spend that much money?
True.
I think these guys take that risk, especially with remember the Golden State Warriors. Just think of the Golden State Warriors franchise, for example. They were valued like the worst team in the NBA.
Yeah.
They're one of the highest value franchises. But what changed? Well, they actually got all those championships, right? So he's thinking like LA. You got Lakers, you got Clippers. Clippers is like the stepbrother of the Lakers who never win. Now you change that by getting a championship. Maybe bring another championship.
Buying championships
Yeah.
again,
Yeah.
which is good.
You're
They didn't
making
win.
like that 110 million investment is like $20 in our language.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
again, it's all alleged. We're just speculating.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I know what you guys mean. I'm trying to figure out a way, but yeah, it's weird that you get 10 million and do nothing.
Right.
It just doesn't make any sense.
Kawhi said, I want to make 10 million. I think he actually has like a quote or something there saying, the Raptors came out and said he wanted to basically, he's like, I wanted to make, I think it was about 7 or 10 around exactly what he got with the Clippers to not do anything. And
his uncle or he allegedly wanted
Yeah.
stake in Maple Leaf Sports and stuff like
that's
that.
just wild.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But
Like,
yeah,
Maple Leaf Sports Entertainment's worth a lot of money.
Yeah.
Like,
but like that's crazy. That's like even LeBron won't ask that stuff. Like you don't go past those. If I was the owner, that I'm kind of happy Kawhi never came back
yeah.
because like now
it's too
he's
much
looking I don't know if it's Kawhi himself, but the uncle is making him look bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's kind of tarnishing his legacy. Like, even though he's a great player and doing all this stuff, the load management thing is one thing. And then to add on to this stuff with like crazy side deals and things like just to make me stay. Where's your passion for the game?
Yeah.
Because the load management was the question, where's your passion for the game? And now like the financial thing, do you really have passion for the game? Or are you just like
setting yourself
to like, where's the money and I'll play if I can play because I have this gift. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe Pop knew something early on.
Could be.
Because they were trying to kind of talk around it and kind of say like, why would you trade DeMar for like, because DeMar ain't crap. And you would trade a garbage bag for it. But anyways, like to give up Kawhi, the future of the Spurs for that, Pop was a smart man.
Yeah.
Hope Pop is doing well, man.
Yeah.
And man, I just thinking like, and you know, we thought when Kawhi went, you know, to LA, he's like, okay, he wants to be with his family. He's a family man.
Yeah.
At the time, it looked like he took less money because the Raptors were offering him everything. Oh, he took a hometown discount. But in reality, it's all just to get some money under the table.
Allegedly,
of course.
It looks like it though. Allegedly.
Right? I mean, for him to do tree planting that he never showed up to, like, but I don't know. Again, I'm very certain the NBA's got strict rules, but there's also pretty big loopholes too.
Yeah.
That it just took I don't even want to say a smart businessman. Steve Ballmer works with a team, right? The Clippers are their front office, they're a team, right? It's just Ballmer's the face, he's the owner. But I'm pretty sure it took all of them in a boardroom to say, let's figure out cross our T's and dot our I's, right?
Yeah, because someone has to do the paperwork and stuff.
Of
so
course.
it's Ballmer and some accountants, internal, making sure the audits go correct.
Some of the best attorneys out there.
If I'm Kawhi, just plant a couple trees, man.
Put on a vest, grab a shovel. That's it.
No one needs to question it. Just plant the freaking trees. Like, just plant 3. Let someone else doesn't care. Just
you can do a commercial of
me.
it.
Like, you know, put the soil down. Like, just take a picture. Thumbs up. Like, whatever.
Oh man. Damn.
So
Kawhi's laughing right now.
I think we'll have a lot. I think we're gonna have a lot of to talk about on this in the future. Because I think it's not going away. No. It's not going away anytime soon.
So is his legacy kind of taking a dent?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Aside from like removing all of this, and if we just look at his game, like he's one of the greats, right, of this generation.
Yeah.
Healthy Kawhi could arguably have been one of the best players in the league, right? But with all of this side stuff, and especially how we looked at him, he's a family man. He doesn't do much media. You don't see him out and about. But when it comes to money and finances could tarnish someone's reputation.
Changes people, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it proves right there, you know?
Yeah.
What?
That just shows how LeBron, people give him hate.
Yeah.
LeBron legacy, the man is a great man.
Yeah, there's nothing to tear him down.
Yeah, because he could do side deals and people would be on board and stuff like that.
Yeah,
man's playing how many years now and still nothing on his record.
If
they would have found out something by now.
If he stays away from David Jones, but nothing on his record.
You playing today?
Yeah.
But I want to go back to that for a second. Sammy, you mentioned something valuable. You mentioned how it hurts the integrity of the game.
Yeah.
And to kind of connect the dots with Kawhi, right? The whole load management. I hate that it was, kind of blown out of proportion when he was with the Raptors, right? But I mean, hey, you could say it paid off. They won championship, great, right? But even the integrity of the NBA has been in question, I would say, come around the time of the load management situation, right? And then you fast forward and now you have players that are removing themselves from the game. Yeah. Jonte Porter purposely missing shots, and then you see his reaction when he gets a shot in so his people could get one not. I think the NBA right now is in a bad place.
Yeah.
LeBron's leaving soon.
Yeah.
You've got all these people questioning the integrity of the game. You've got players that are involved in illegal gambling, betting, investigated by the FBI.
NBA fixing stuff perhaps with Luka and then getting first round draft pick the following year. That's weird.
Now people questioning it doesn't seem crazy.
Yeah.
Do you know
Right.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Like now
Yeah.
you're like, okay, well, would they fix
Yeah.
it because they
Yeah.
let all of this other stuff go?
Yeah.
Like, you know, so
Like,
yeah.
NBA does not look good right now.
If I'm them, you build around Wembanyama.
That's it.
That kid
Yeah.
is so good. He's like an alien,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and he's
Literally.
like
Yeah.
clean,
Yeah.
like just doing what he's supposed to do.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They need a new commissioner, man. I told y'all from the beginning, David.
There's no David Stern anymore.
There's no
Yeah.
David Stern. Rest in peace. That man was
Mhm.
great. Adam Silver is
Yeah.
just he's not smart.
Yeah. No.
He's not smart.
No. And remember too, like, and the NBA is trying to grow the game internationally. Like, this doesn't look good to
No.
foreign investors, right?
Yeah.
When you look at places
'cause-
like Saudi Arabia
Yeah.
that got the world's worth amount of money, who could easily invest in NBA in whatever areas. You already got Emirates being a big sponsor. Like, it doesn't look good
Yeah.
to international partners that could easily sign a check, give you X amount of money, and, you know, make your league much better. You know, all the investors, all the ads, sponsors, like, you might be looking at all of this and thinking it doesn't look good.
Yeah.
You know, we might have to relook at our contract and see certain things, right?
Yeah.
All these streaming services, same thing, you know?
Well, that's how money goes away.
Yeah.
Right. So if the players are like liking their Terry Rozier's $26 million
Yeah.
contract, well, if those TV deals fall through or
Yeah.
sponsorships start falling through, salary caps start going down.
Mhm.
So maybe that's the only way they'll learn. But if that starts happening, that's hard
Yeah.
to turn it back
Yeah.
around, right?
Yeah.
Money
Tough
ruins
one.
sports. You know what I mean?
Mm,
It does
yeah.
makes it better, but it also ruins it. That's the
Yeah.
thing. It's like
I think it ruins it for players. Like
Yeah.
the players get money ruins people, and then whatever they're doing ruins that
yeah.
essentially. But yeah, talking about load management
Mm.
and talking about how that's a waste. Let's talk about Joel Embiid.
Oh, okay.
You have some information on that, man?
So, Joel Embiid. Is it safe to say?
He's the dumbest player ever.
I won't say that.
We just talked.
I said it.
But that is Jace.
That is his opinion, and he's
Quote
sticking
it.
with it. Yeah.
Clip it.
Go
do whatever
back,
you need
go
to do.
back in all our pods. I've been
He's
consistent about one thing.
There's no one dumber than Joel Embiid in his mind.
Like, is it safe to say that his MVP season was fluke and his time with
Luke, yeah,
with
because
Philly
it
is
should have
over?
been. He shouldn't have been an MVP.
it would have
that
been
was Jokic?
Giannis? Oh, Jokic.
That should have been
Yeah.
Jokic.
Yeah.
That's what he was
Yeah.
crying to say. I don't get recognition like
Yeah.
Jokic. I should be
Sometimes
MVP.
it works, crying like that.
Yeah,
works.
well, he cried and he
Yeah.
got it.
Well, we did see him cry when the Raptors eliminated in Game 7. Those are
Yeah.
real tears. But I think it's safe to say his time in Philly's done. I think.
So what did he say though? He said
What did he say again?
he said something about minutes restrictions. So he
Yeah,
was
yeah.
saying that they're putting me out there like 10 minutes at a time or 15 minutes at a time where I don't 5 or 6 minutes at a time where I don't get a sweat in, I don't get a routine. I know I'm on limited minutes
Yeah,
because of my injury and stuff. But he said he doesn't want to play
Yeah.
because of that. He says they're not using him properly.
Okay.
So
Well,
his opinion on what the coaching staff and the health team for Philly is basically saying, I'd rather not play
Yeah.
if I have to be playing these type of minutes.
there's also something called "we're paying you."
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what do you mean? I'd rather not
Top
play.
dollar, too.
Yeah.
And we're trying to get to the playoffs
Yeah.
and we're doing well without you. And maybe you can start helping
Yeah.
and get healthy. Get healthy first, man. Like, stop with this
Yeah.
stupidness.
But see, this is when you talk about money ruin stuff. Like,
Yeah.
he's also forgetting he's getting paid this money to play.
He wouldn't say that if he didn't get paid the money. He
Yeah.
would say, like, I gotta play hard to get my contract.
Right, exactly. So if the employer is telling you to play 5 minutes, like I get it. Maybe you don't like that you want maybe 10 minutes.
Yeah.
However, they're also invested money in you, so they can't have you injured.
Yeah.
And-
Which is gonna happen.
That's what I was gonna say. And unfortunately for you, you're always injured.
Yeah.
Always on the floor as a big man.
Yeah.
I don't know how that's possible, but you go for a layup.
And I can push you down. How
Yeah.
can I push you down? Like, you
Yeah.
know,
But yeah.
flop.
Yeah.
So it's like you have to kind of understand. Okay, you're getting paid all this money,
Mm.
max salary, and
Yeah.
they're the one investing the money in you. So now they're saying we have to limit your minutes because you're always injured. So they're trying to get you to where you are. So in the playoffs, they don't need to play 5 minutes; they can play you more.
Yeah.
And you're saying, well, I don't want to play. Well, guess what? You're getting paid.
Yeah.
You are playing. And you're playing how many minutes they want you to play. If you go to a different team, they're going to do the same thing because of your injury history. So it's like, what the hell are you complaining about? I don't understand. So maybe you're not too far wrong.
I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
I'm not wrong. How many times does he open his mouth? He sounds stupid.
I just like to get him stirred up.
So is his time done in Philly?
I think so. I think they have enough pieces that they no longer could build around him, and he's kind of
It's a
over
rebuild.
there.
And
It's
It
a
is,
rebuild.
it is.
But they're doing
But
well
they're-
because
they're
Edge
Doing
really
well.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
with our friend from the Bahamas.
Yeah.
We love when these our Caribbean players. Start
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
doing well.
Jamaica. Hope everything's
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But man, like, I don't know.
Melissa.
And you have a coach like Nick Nurse, right? And the fact that, look, I get it. Like,
He has the experience with Kawhi,
He has
load
experience.
management.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? So
Trust
like, there's
him.
some
Won a
science
championship.
yeah.
behind it. Yeah.
But why? Like, don't be crying out. You know what? If it was up to me, shut him down for the season. Shut him down.
They won't though.
They won't. But
Yeah.
you know what?
They should.
If
Mm.
if you're gonna be crying out like this, we're working with you, but you're crying out to the media, say all that. You know what? We're gonna shut you down. Rehab. If you need to travel halfway across the world to meet with this doctor, that doctor, you need to get this surgery, whatever. So be it. Like, if you want to be part of this team, and you want to be part of this culture, and build with the team and continue to work hard,
Stop.
we'll reward you with playing time.
Mhm.
But if we're trying to work with you and we're load managing you essentially, and you're crying out about that, then how can we really have some sort of, like, it looks like chaos in their
Yeah.
locker room.
But then before you shut him down, you have to trade him. So that's, to your point, maybe time
True.
is finished. But the other thing is, it takes 2 to make a trade.
Mm.
What team is gonna say, okay, his injury history?
Yeah.
They're gonna ask for all.
You know
these
where he's
draft
going.
picks.
Who's the team paying for players, and who needs a center?
Lakers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they have DeAndre Ayton now.
They're-
Yeah, I know.
they're-
I'm just trying to give our Caribbean
Another
friend a
dunk.
little
Oh man.
But the asking price is going to be high
Yeah.
because he's a former MVP. I know he's not playing well, but they're still going to ask,
Yeah.
and who's
I
going to
don't know.
want to give up all those draft picks, take on an injury play guy that's probably not
Yeah.
going to make
Yeah.
it through the season? And can I ask you guys? I don't know if you've been following it.
Mm.
What's happening with Ja?
So he got suspended for
Conduct
one game.
detrimental to the team.
Yeah. But it was an internal. It wasn't a league suspension. It was the team
internal.
suspended.
Then
him,
he's like,
so-
he's not playing next game or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he was saying, like, I don't know if they took him out. I didn't get to watch because the Blue Jays, the
Mm.
World Series is going on.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
But I did see an interview. He was saying, "Why don't you ask them? Why don't you ask the team?" So I think like it's I don't know if it's a similar situation or they benched him or something. And then I think like
Money.
he was
Mm.
kind of upset with them, and it looks like could his time be over in
Possibly.
Memphis?
Hmm.
A lot of crazy things happening in the league with these superstars.
Yeah.
not
They gotta
happy.
fix contracts next bargaining thing because like you either play to get paid,
Yeah.
something like that has to be in the
They're
contract.
trying,
They gotta do
Yeah.
it, man.
but like all they did was they said basically to win a award.
But that's
Right?
different because
Yeah.
majority of them are not gonna win
Win an
awards.
award.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's like you gotta have some incentive there
Yeah.
where you get certain amount of money when you play.
Yeah.
You know what I
Well,
mean? It
that's-
has to be.
It's a guarantee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's like the NFL, right?
Yeah.
The NFL's not like a portion of the
Yeah.
contract's guaranteed, and then not all of it is.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
very few. Some people do
Yeah.
negotiate, but the NBA is not gonna. And that's we talk about baseball
Yeah.
not wanting to. The players
Yeah.
not gonna give up on that. They're not gonna want to give up guarantees. But I remember it was like Kevin Garnett or somebody was saying like, "Hey, you guys are ruining it for everybody else because.
But that's why you need an iron fist of David Stern. He's like, who cares? Go on lockouts. We're not coming back. That's why I liked when they had David Stern or someone like that who doesn't fold. Do you guys have passion for a game want to play?
Yeah.
Because majority of the NBA players need the paycheck to actually continue their lives.
For sure.
They'll eventually come back to the table and says, okay, we'll figure out something to have something where you get a little bit and we get a little bit.
Yeah.
But like, Adam Silver doesn't do that. He's like, what do you guys want? Yeah, we got money from TV deals.
Yeah.
It's ruining the sport.
I agree with you, actually. I actually think the NFL model is a good model NBA because it forces you to invest your money properly too, right? Like, yes, you signed a $200 million contract, but only like $75 million guaranteed. So you got to keep your production up. So in year 3, they're not cutting you, and if they do cut you, you're stuck. Maybe you made 100 of your $200 million contract, but even at the highest level, like Patrick Mahomes and all those guys, they're signing non-guaranteed. There's a lot of non-guaranteed there, so you got to keep getting better. Now the thing is, it's a business, so they got to try to like negotiate that.
But you got to like in your home, like when you start seeing rats and stuff like that, when you see one. You got to kill them right away. You can't let the problem go wrong. We've been hearing this for the last few years in the NBA players with money getting all this madness, don't want to play load management. It's going to become a huge issue with the reputation of the NBA. All that's going to bubble. Yeah. There might be a new league elsewhere.
Yeah.
Well, I'll give you one name, Ben Simmons.
What a boss.
When he had all that money guaranteed, this guy didn't like practice.
Yeah.
He didn't even work at his game. And he ended up making a ton of money and he didn't have to do anything. So, and I think that's kind of what KG was getting at. Like, these guys are the guys that are ruining it for you. But
And, you know, to even speak on that, right? Like, so in the NBA, how it's structured with these max deals, you have a max and you have a super max, right? So, you know, there's certain, not credentials, but certain criteria you have to hit in order to get a super max. So you got to be like first or second team, you know, all NBA, whatnot, right? But sometimes when you break it down, like you could get a max deal 5 years, 200 mil, but then the super max is like 5 years, 275 or 300. So at the end of the day, that's like a, you know, 75 or $100 million difference, but I could settle for the max, get 200 instead of, you know, 275 or 300. And then whatever I can make up in endorsements elsewhere.
But you see, that's where they don't have the mentality to actually put in effort for your money. Right. Like they're thinking very $75 million. I need that money. Yeah.
And that's the thing, right? But so there's no real incentive because like I'm just gonna hit the minimum on everything.
It's Adam Silver's fault.
Played this and that, and I'll get 100 plus 200. You know what I mean?
They're gonna have a huge issue when KD, Steph, and LeBron's gone.
Yep.
Yeah.
When Wembanyama's gonna take a while, but like the NBA's reputation, it's gonna be lull for a little bit. It's gonna be lull until they fix their shit.
Yeah. See it.
Yeah.
I got a couple questions for you guys.
All right.
Why can't Helen Keller drive?
Because she's blind.
She's a woman. All right.
His name is Jay.
Oh God. So this one's for you, sir.
Okay.
How to stop a woman from choking?
I'm not gonna say what I want to say. I was thinking I'm gonna get canceled.
How do you stop a woman from choking?
Yeah, I don't know why it's for you though.
I don't know. You tell me, Jay.
No, you make a guess.
I don't know.
I don't want to say what I'm thinking. I feel I'm right.
You want to say it?
You remove. No, I'm not gonna say it.
Back up and then check.
See, I just know.
I don't know why I directed at you.
I knew right away.
All right. Why do girls from Arkansas do the reverse cowgirls? Why don't they do the reverse cowgirl?
I don't know. They should.
Because you don't turn your back on family.
Yo.
Okay. So I think we needed those jokes though. After all that hate from the left, hate from the right.
So continuing that, what do you call smart people in the U.S.?
Oh my God, you're gonna just violate all of them. Like, I don't know, half of our listeners. Oh my God.
Tourist. Did you hear about the gay guy who got fired from the sperm bank?
No.
He got caught drinking on the job.
Oh my god.
These are gonna be good shorts.
No.
Let me take a drink.
Oh my goodness.
All right, I got a couple more.
Oh god.
What does masturbation and brain damage have in common?
I don't know.
I don't know.
After a few strokes, there's no going back.
I really like that one.
Oh my god.
Did I tell you about a friend who got fired for having sex with a client?
No.
Oh man, it sucks. He was really good at being a vet.
Oh shoot. Wait.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man.
I saved this.
Those are pretty good jokes though.
Those are good. So you got anything else?
I don't know. Did you have anything that you're...
Let's see.
Let me see.
Oh, okay. This is a good one.
Okay.
So Jay-Z, I don't know if you've heard.
Mm.
They asked him, who would you compete on a versus? He says he would never compete on a versus because he doesn't think there's anyone that could beat him on a versus.
Yeah.
Is there anyone you think can actually compete with Jay-Z?
Mm.
Or is he like right? Do you think no one can compete with him on a versus? Because think about it. Versus is like 10 to 20 songs on stage versus someone else.
I think people could compete with him.
But like who?
Like 50 Cent.
Okay.
Like I think 50 Cent was big in his... I remember back then he had like whole albums that like you knew every song, like, you know? And he would release videos for almost every song. Too. Or, I'm not sure. I know Jay-Z's been around a lot longer. So
True.
But if you're going with just like 20 songs or whatever, I could see it.
Okay, so let me just name some Jay-Z songs. Because, right, you know, it's hard to think about Jay-Z songs.
It's been a long time.
It's been a long time. So Empire State of Mind, Jiggers in Paris. So you can bring on Kanye on stage. Kanye's another one.
There's no way Kanye's coming on stage.
The Holy Grail, Run This Down, Big Pimping, 99 Problems, Otis, Numb, Dirt Off Your Shoulders, Hard Knock Life, Can I Get a Swagger Like Us, Tom Ford, Izzo, Bonnie and Clyde, I Just Want to Love You. Let's see what else. Song Cry, Girls, Girls, Girls. This guy has a lot of hits. Like a lot of hits.
Public service announcement.
Yeah. Lucifer.
Yeah.
So yeah, he does have a huge... Does he have a point?
I don't know.
No.
No, who do you think? King?
I think it's Kanye.
Kanye?
I think, mind you, forget all the who he is and who he
That
is
would
now.
end up being
But
like
if
a
we're going,
crazy thing.
That would have
if
been
we're going music, everything from college dropout, late registration, graduation, I think songs like slow jams, late, through the wire,
Yeah.
stronger,
Early Kanye.
early. I think it would be tough for Kanye, but I think
But you see,
there's enough.
the problem
there.
is, would Kanye would even want to play the old stuff? Because you know he's kind of different now.
Yeah.
So long.
Like he doesn't want to do those things. But yeah, like if we take those things out,
Right.
and we go like hit for hit and compete. Yeah,
I think so.
I think Kanye.
Yeah.
It also does. almost kind of brings things full circle too, because there is a good portion of songs from Jay-Z
Yeah.
that Kanye produced,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But aside from that, that's who I think. Now I know there's another name floating around, but before I throw that name out there, I want to hear you.
Okay, so I'm thinking about what Versus is today, right? So the kids today won't understand Jay-Z. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna bring up the Drake.
Okay,
Because Drake, I think, would have pound for pound
obviously,
hits.
yeah.
So I'm gonna try to bring up someone that I think like someone like 50 Cent, Eminem.
I was thinking the same
Yeah.
thing.
Because Eminem was and him were kind of like leading that age,
Yeah.
and someone who's gone,
Yeah.
DMX.
Yeah.
Because at that time
Yes.
it was Jay-Z and
Yeah.
DMX.
Yes. DMX has hits.
Yeah.
Yeah, hits for days.
Yeah.
Even Jay-Z used to
Yeah.
say that he used to fear going after, like when they used to do the Def Jam concert,
Yeah.
he hated going after DMX because DMX would destroy.
Performer. He's a
Yeah,
performer.
he would pray, he would make
Yeah.
you cry, he would cuss you out, and then Jay-Z would have to come on.
Like, what the hell? Do I cry now?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There is so he's just being cocky. There is
Yeah.
people that could go up against
one
him.
thing we're missing though, a lot of people have been saying Nas.
I was thinking Nas first, but he doesn't have the hits.
Right.
But if you
Yeah.
go by like Nas's
Catalog,
work,
yeah.
like
But on
Nas-
a versus, I agree with you.
Yeah.
Like Nas won that battle,
Yeah.
but like Nas can't do a versus against
No.
Jay. They won't hit.
no,
Yeah.
He maybe has like 3 that will hit.
you need. And then for major hip hop heads, they know Nas
Right.
is there, but
Yeah.
But it's not like you're not gonna go.
Yeah. That's not that. It's not that. Yeah.
Yeah,
But the Eminem versus Jay, I think it's good because Eminem's got like real rap songs, but
Yeah.
also has like
mega
mainstream
hits.
pop,
Yeah,
Yeah.
right? Like
kind of like Jay-Z.
same thing, right? So you kind of got a little bit of everything. You got the mainstream that everybody knows, but then you also have like real rap hip hop songs that hip hop fans will know that exemplify lyricism and like what it is to be a true MC.
Yeah,
Right? But the Drake comparison, right? Two totally different eras.
different eras. That's why I didn't
Right.
want to say it, but like,
But Drake has the pop hits.
Yeah.
He has the hip hop hits. He has the R&B hits. Like he has it all. He has the dance hall hits, Afro beats. Like
Yeah.
he has it all, but it's just two different eras.
okay, but so
Because hip hop back then
Yeah.
wasn't like that.
Yeah.
You
Right.
didn't have that.
Yeah.
and you got young Drake,
Right.
who were with Lil Wayne, all the
Yep.
features and stuff like that,
Yeah.
Cash Money. That would have been sick.
Yeah.
But you see how we can say Jay
Hmm.
and we can say Drake.
Hmm.
We can never put Kendrick.
I was
there.
waiting for it to-
We can never put Kendrick in that conversation.
When you were
And like,
choosing, I was about to be like, "What about Kendrick?" I didn't.
like it does.
Yeah.
You know, and you're a Kendrick fan. You
can't.
you
You can't.
tell me if you can even put Kendrick on that stage.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Thank you.
You can't even put him with Drake on that stage.
You can't put him with Drake
Yeah.
on the stage. So just trying to like people
Yeah.
to see. It's like there's no question who's the better,
Just because he had a
Artist.
good diss, like
Yeah.
and it wasn't even the best in my opinion. Let's get
yeah,
let-
because we're gonna go back and say you made up flies. Like it's the same thing. I could diss you and make up say all these things, and you're like,
Yeah.
but I'm not white. I can call you all these things. Call you white. Call you this. It's
Yeah.
nothing to do with anything, and then you're like, what?
So talk about the verses. Did you guys watch the No Limit versus Cash Money versus?
Didn't.
When
But
was
heard
that?
some
It
rumblings.
was last weekend.
I didn't know they're still having verses.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
It was on
yeah.
Instagram, Apple
Yeah.
TV. It was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
It was good.
No Limit versus
Cash Money.
Cash Buddy.
So that was Masterpiece Crew
Yeah.
versus
He was there.
yeah.
Was
Master P
yeah.
was there versus Birdman and his whole Manny Fresh. Lil Wayne wasn't there,
He wasn't.
unfortunately.
Juvenile.
But Juvenile was there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a really good versus.
Yeah.
That's like old school days. Like that reminds me of high school.
Yeah. I wasn't into that in high school, but like now coming out of high school and college, I like the music.
Yeah.
And now coming back to it, it's like, damn, it
Yeah.
was some good jam. Did you watch it?
I didn't know, but
Okay.
I heard about it, seen some
was
clips and
good.
stuff. But
It was good.
I guess a big talking point, and I guess I could relate to this more, is no Lil Wayne,
Yeah.
right? And interesting. I thought there was rumblings that he would have potentially been there. It would have made sense for him to be there, but it also makes sense for him not to be there at the same
Why
time.
would you say that?
I just think because he's so far removed from Cash Money.
Yeah.
But here's the thing,
Yeah.
because it's just to compete with that. Because I think they needed Lil Wayne there.
Yeah.
Because Master
They
P
did,
brought out
yeah.
Snoop Dogg.
That's
Wow.
Yeah,
yeah.
that was like what
Yeah.
Cash Money lost. That's
Right.
where they lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Snoop Dogg was there
Yeah.
for that little
Yeah.
bit. Yeah.
And Snoop Dogg respects Master P, man.
Yeah.
Like it's awesome. It was cool.
That was really cool, actually. That
Yeah.
was sick.
I heard that Birdman and Lil Wayne squashed their beef, but I guess it's not really squashed. I think this is in the
it's-
moment
I
thing.
think it's
Sometimes you squash it and
Yeah.
you're like, listen, it's squashed. I'm
And
not
we don't
gonna
need
say
to-
anything,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I don't need to like
Yeah.
I don't need to
Yeah.
talk to you anymore.
Yeah.
You know?
yeah.
So I think maybe Lil Wayne's at that point.
Yeah. Because like Nicki could have came, Drake could have came, but then like they're all linked to Lil Wayne.
Money.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
So,
I think they wouldn't like there's more young money.
Yeah.
but yeah.
What?
But everyone's saying No
Yeah.
Limit won that battle
Yeah.
because it was
But No Limit, like they were
they're
big,
bad.
Yeah.
man. Like
Mystical, all those.
because he's still in prison.
He's still in prison. He wasn't there, but they played the song and they did the other parts around
Oh,
it.
okay.
Yeah, that was cool. Master P had some hits. He had
Oh,
some
yeah.
Bout It, and all those
Yeah.
things. Yeah,
Those are good days.
those are some cool ones. That was a good versus.
And it's good to see Versus came back because that was a big thing during
Yeah.
COVID. Shout out to Swiss and Timberland. They kind of were the architects of it. And then everything reopened and everybody's back outside and it kind of died down, but it seems to be kind of coming back up again. So
My favorite one was what was it? Diplomats.
oh yeah.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
And
the locks.
the
Yeah.
locks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they were saying Juvenile had his Jada Kiss moment on the
Oh,
verses because
yeah.
Juvenile was pretty much doing the whole thing for Cash Money.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jadakiss went up.
Oh,
How do you feel about? I know it's a little bit older news. Coming back to kind of like this Raptor thing with
Yeah.
DeMar. How do you feel like his comments where he said he gave his? You heard the comment?
yeah.
He gave his like blood, sweat, and tears.
Yeah.
And he put his
his
life,
life
on
on
the
the
line,
line, yeah.
every night to go
Yeah.
out there for the Raptors.
a little excessive.
Yeah.
But I respect DeMar. I respect him because he did. I could say blood, sweat, and tears into
Yeah.
it. I don't know if it's like life or death.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean? Like, but blood, sweat, and tears. I respect DeMar. I agree with
Yeah.
him.
I understand the sentiment and what he was trying to say. I think like
Try to find the
there
actual
there are actual professions where people put their life on the line,
Yeah,
right?
That's why
Yeah. You're
I would have stopped
yeah,
short of
no.
that. Like, you know,
Yeah,
like,
I get it. He loved Toronto. He did his best, he thought, right?
yeah.
But you know, yeah, you say, yeah, you put your blood, sweat, and tears, you give it your all. End quote. Right. Done right there. But the moment you start to say you put your life on the line, come on, man.
Do you remember when I was saying dumb NBA
Yeah.
players and I also included him?
Yeah.
Oh god, here we go.
Just another dumb NBA player.
I think it's after the whole Kendrick thing. You really
Yeah,
lost the
Yeah.
respect
I lost
for
respect for this man. It just kind of shows how
Yeah.
dumb they are. They go back to the hood mentality and they don't think they don't grow
Yeah.
as men.
I feel
Yeah.
sorry for DeMar a little bit, and maybe it's partly his own fault too. But I think the whole thing with Drake, he's trying to like win back people from Toronto because he was in the video with Kendrick
Yeah.
and stuff like that, and Kendrick said like Toronto didn't deserve DeMar.
Yeah.
So I think like he's trying to be like, hey, I have love for Toronto, blah
Yeah.
blah.
Yeah.
But it's like
But he knew
you
what he was
didn't
doing.
need to be
He knew
involved
what he
in
was
that.
doing.
Remember, actually, you mentioned it.
Yeah.
So JR made a good point earlier, and he said we need to take away hip hop from sports. So he was talking about LA to Toronto and stuff.
Yeah.
DeMar needed to like separate himself from that.
But he's dumb.
Yeah,
That's
he-
what I'm saying. He's
that,
dumb.
that was a problem because he got
Yeah.
involved into Drake and Kendrick beef when he didn't need to. I'm not gonna call him dumb, but he fell for the
Yeah.
trap because Kendrick brought DeMar into it by
Yeah.
putting the song lyric in
Dumb.
and saying, "Oh, you didn't, deserve DeRozan or whatever." So then he probably felt a little nice
Yeah.
because that was the song that was everybody and his names in it.
Yeah.
And then now he's trying to like, oh, I really rep Toronto the hardest from all that times. Like, yeah, well, then you shouldn't have got involved.
But he
in
did.
it.
He put his blood, sweat, and tears and almost died
Yeah.
playing for the Raptors. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Also, too, as much as I love DeMar, right? And look, he's one of my favorites, right? Dude, you got traded in 2018. We're still talking about your tenureship with the Raptors. Like, at this point, it almost sounds like, again, he's almost
You became a
fighting for-
man, like from 2018 to
He
now.
did, and look,
You became a man.
I
You know what
did.
He grew
Like,
up. I got past it.
I aged like 30 years since then. But it's like, come on, man. Like, it's like enough is enough at this point.
Yeah.
Like, it's becoming overplayed. And yeah, you're fighting for your reputation and how Toronto looks at you because of that. But we loved you before all of this. Yeah, you might have lost a few fans.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you know what you did for the Raptors. Your teammates around that time knew what you did, and that's it. That's all that matters.
And the organization knows.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So
That's it.
Drake can say, I'm going to take, if they retire his number,
Yeah.
I'm going to take it off the Raptors. Like,
Go up
people are
there,
going to say,
grab it.
people are going to
You
say
know.
what they want. Just don't let it bother you.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
You know.
He's dumb. It doesn't matter.
Oh, man.
Okay, Jay, who's on your dumb list? I need to know.
Oh, yeah, we need the double.
Okay, I'll prepare a dumb
Okay,
list
okay,
next
okay.
time.
Next pod, okay.
But you know two already.
Oh, yeah.
But nothing
but
tops
we
the
need
two.
to-
Yeah.
No, so we got to get like a top 5.
Top 5.
Yeah.
And you
Top
got to go
5
from
dumb
5
list.
to like
Okay,
the number
top
1.
5. Okay, we'll do that next
feel-
time.
I feel we might know number 1.
You definitely know 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, there should be like a literacy test. Literacy test.
As you say
As
it
I said,
correctly.
that's okay. I'm not making millions, so it's fine.
Oh,
There should be a literacy test in order for you to get a percentage of your money. First, you have to be educated to a high school level,
Okay.
I think, and then
Yeah.
you can actually qualify for money. But if you can't spell or do anything
Oh,
like that, you don't have common sense. It's like, all right. So I wanted to ask you guys this question, and do you think it's right? So it's been kind of out there. You watching Cam Newton podcast or seen clips of it?
Clips. Yeah.
All right, it's getting pretty popular now. So he says that he asked his girlfriend for a list of her past partners
I heard this though.
in order for him to kind of consider to move forward or get serious with her, because he wants to know who she'd been with. And if she's been with someone that he's known or someone he's close with, because he can't get over that. And people calling him insecure and things like that. How do you guys feel about that? Like, when you get with a girl, do you ask her for her past partners, first of all? We're not in the same
I was
realm,
going to say that.
but like, would you ask for...
Because I'm not going to know Jamal.
Let's just ask for... Would you,
I'm not going to know.
right. But you never know. You never know.
Wait, Jamal from high school?
So you wouldn't ask a girl who you've been with their past
like-
partners?
Not necessarily. I might ask a number or something like that.
No. Okay, so you asked for body count.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you ask for a body count? Would the body count matter?
No. So it's like one of those things.
Okay,
that doesn't even
you
matter.
tell me a body count won't matter?
Okay, it does matter.
So you're saying a body count won't matter for your girl? Really?
What if it's 34?
Well, if
See?
if it's 34,
Yeah. I just threw it.
What you This man has experience.
if it's
Very weird number to choose.
I mean, if it's 34, I mean, you got to be doing something right.
Yeah, but
I got to see what's going on. I gotta see
Okay, so yes, I understand that situation, but would you take it to the next level
And
and
ask,
like
people,
being
like,
committed
Oh, okay.
You just turned
with
35.
someone with a high body count?
But I wouldn't be in that position to ask, though.
Okay, why?
I think because there are these quote unquote men out there that think they're secure, but they're really insecure.
Okay.
And they're quick to compare. Okay, so they like to know who you've been with, right? Now, obviously, if you know the circle and you know it's that guy, you start to compare, right? Now, that's based off of insecurities, I believe. For me, I'm a secure person. So
Okay.
I wouldn't want to know. And even if I somehow knew, I don't think it would bother me. Because you might find out you're hanging out with the guys like, oh, you're dating blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah, she hooked up with that guy. It's like, oh, okay.
What if it was like this? Oh, you're dating her?
Yeah.
I was with her last month. She was a good time, man. You guys have fun tonight. Just ask her to throw the ball backwards.
And then you're trying to get
in your mind right now. You're like, what the hell is that? How come she never did that with me?
Oh my God. Nah.
You're telling me you won't feel some type of way that if you're dating a hoe? Would you rather date a hoe versus someone who has close to no experience or low experience?
I think it doesn't. To me, I don't think it would matter.
You can call me inexperienced or you can call me insecure.
Yeah.
That's the word, insecure.
Yeah.
I'd rather date a non-hoe. Like I'd rather be someone who doesn't have as much experience.
I understand what you're saying because I'm making jokes. But at the same time, I actually look at it like your past is your past. As long as we're moving forward and understanding that going forward that I'm the person. And
I'm number 101.
Yeah, 101 and there's no 102. Then we're
Yeah.
Because I'm also secure where I'm like, I don't care. Like,
okay, but
I'm very confident in myself. So,
but let's say that
101 is gonna be like the top.
So you're comfortable in like being 101.
If we're gonna use that number,
Really?
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping that.
But like the chances of you walking in the mall or somewhere like that and seeing someone,
I'm just using that number. But like, yes, because at the end of the day, the past is the past. If you're gonna be with somebody, you have to also be able to be like, because everyone has a past.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you don't gotta deal with it if you don't have to.
Maybe someone might have to. Maybe like, hey, like, you know what I mean? Like,
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about your woman.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm talking about her too. Because I might be at the mall.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. And I'm like, hello.
Yeah.
I'm like, who is that hoe? I mean, like, you know what I mean? Oh, that's nobody.
You're okay if she's a hoe.
I'm just saying I'm okay if I'm willing to be with someone and like be in a relationship with them. I feel I have to be okay with the past. Because if I'm not, then I shouldn't even be with her.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I should
like
just be number 100.
But if you do find out the number is high,
Yeah.
do you commit? Or do you have
I would be like, okay, I don't, to be honest, I don't care. Like some people do care to get into that conversation. I get into the conversation when I'm asked about the conversation. And I try to reassure and be like, listen, this person or whatever doesn't matter in the past because I'm looking at the forward. So I
can't do that.
Yeah.
I can't.
Well, because then they're going to be coming at me too at the same time.
That's fine. Yeah. That's fine. But I already disqualified you in my head. Like, I don't want a hoe. If you think I'm a hoe, that's fine. But I don't want to be with a hoe.
There's a double standard.
Sorry, there's a double standard. But I ain't doing that.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, I think like I have to be like, whether she's a hoe or not, I have to be willing to let the past be the past. So that way I can move forward. Or I shouldn't even be with her. That's how I see it.
So you wouldn't even ask the question?
I don't think it's a prerequisite for me. But like if the topic came up, it would be a tough one to hear, like 100.
Because sometimes girls bring it up.
They do bring it up. Right? I feel they bring it up the most.
Yeah. So So how would you respond?
I would say, so how was your number? Like,
and then if she says 34, let's use your example.
I'd be like, whoa, interesting. Anybody I know? So all the friends that I introduced you to,
And then after that, you would just continue as normal.
continue as normal. If
Really?
if I want to be with her,
Let's say you want to be with her, but the number is high.
you gotta go, because if I want to be with her, that means I like her for some
Oh
sort of
my
reason,
God.
right? So I gotta let go.
Oh my god, nah, man. Even if I like her as
I have
Like
to have
as
some
hell.
trust, right? Like I
No.
have to have a
Yeah.
trust issue. I have to have the trust in her to be like, this is the person for me. If I believe in the person,
in
for
order
me,
to go through all that men, either you're a prostitute, you're really a hoe, or you cheated on past guys that you were with. Because no guy's gonna be with you 1 month, 2 weeks, 5 days, 6 days. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's impossible.
Hmm.
So I think as we learn through history, your past can tell what you're gonna be in the future for most people.
yeah, the past can dictate.
Yeah.
It comes full circle.
Yeah. Pause.
Or shout out to Shensia. It could just be a hit and run. That's it. That's it. Hey, all of that
That's-
in the past was
But
all
I'm
a hit and
hoping,
run.
I'm hoping it's not that high as like, because then that does. I know what he's saying. 'Cause if my girl's a hit and run victim all this time,
That's
how many car
something.
accidents you run into? Like,
How many arguments you guys have? She's like storms out of the house or something
Yeah.
like that late night. Comes back late in the morning.
Yeah.
Oh, what happened? I was at the bar and some guy said hi to me. Boom. Hit and run in the washroom. I come back. Now you're not 102.
Yeah.
oh, damn, that's when I break up. Like, I told you not nothing more than 102.
All right, so back to Cam, right?
Okay.
So we kind of got away, but
Yeah.
would you care? So I guess the number is one thing, but would you care who their past partners are?
If I'm Cam Newton, yes.
Okay.
Because we talked about this, they all run in the same
Yeah.
circles. So it's like if we ran in the same circle,
Yeah.
thank God we don't like. You know, but like if we ran in the same
But it's a
circle,
small like circle. Like at the end of the day, it's a small circle.
Yeah.
It is.
Like
It
hot
is.
women are hot women.
yeah,
Like
yeah. And it's like they're only with the celebrity. So if it's like,
Yeah.
oh, I've been with Jace, it's gonna be like some friends like to be with the friend group. Like some friends are okay with being all three with the same girl.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. Like, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's like, so if like I know what he's saying, like he's friends, maybe it's a former teammate,
Yeah.
you know, and he's gonna be like, I got nasty.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna be with
that's the
this guy.
conversation you don't want to have, like when
Yeah.
you're sitting down with your homeboys and.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're okay with that stuff.
I mean, hey, as Sammy said, everybody has a past, right?
Yeah.
But here's the thing, right? Is if we're involved for the right reasons and we're on the same page, I could look past your past. But if you're in it for a hit and run and I'm in it long term,
Yeah.
looking for something
No,
long
let's say you guys are like, so the situation is you
Yeah.
guys are in it for long term.
okay, like an
That's
actual
Lo-
relationship.
she
yeah,
has-
you know, you-
Yeah.
But she has a past. Does
I
that
think I'll
skew
still be
your
okay
mind?
with it.
You're okay with that?
Yeah.
So you're okay with the potential of potentially like chilling with Sam, for example,
Yeah.
and saying, Sam, be like, who's that girl?
Yeah.
And she's walking down here.
Yeah.
Sam doesn't know if she's gonna come sit beside you and say hi, but you know it's gonna come. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
oh shit, I haven't seen her for a long time.
Yeah.
And then he's like, you remember her?
Oh, jeez.
Do you want to be in a situation like that?
No, but I could look. I feel like, and I'm saying I feel. I can't say I know for sure, but I feel like I could look past it.
Because you have to tell
Yeah.
Sam, that's my fiance.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh, congratulations.
Sam. So
To you.
it's one thing with your relationship with your girl.
Yeah.
It's also your relationship with Sam, right? Because be like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why Cam Newton's. What I understand what he's saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it, but if he's really in love with her, what I did with her, because my could have been a hit or run thing.
Yeah.
But if he's like sees her as like a future marriage, as long as she's not looking at me that type of way,
Yeah.
I think from what he's saying, that's what it sounds like he's
Yeah.
saying. Then he's okay with it.
All right.
Yeah.
It's tough.
I think Cam's right 100%, man.
In his
His circle,
world,
yeah.
his
I think
circle,
in his
yeah.
circle and my small circle
Yeah.
too.
Because
I still think it's valid for
Yeah.
me.
we're not gonna run into that situation. You know what I
Right.
mean? We're not like we don't run into that.
You
kind of
never know.
situation.
You never know.
Damn, that would be a weird situation. But in the celebrity world, yeah, you have to ask those
Yeah.
questions. I think like
Yeah.
Damn.
that's crazy. I don't want to
Yeah.
be in. I don't want to be in that circle.
No.
That's a
But you
weird-
have no, but you see, the woman you chose
Yeah.
pulled you into that circle.
But you know what? If I was Cam, I wouldn't look in that circle anymore because
That's the thing, yeah.
the city is big. Everyone knows who you are.
Yeah.
You don't need to go to that Instagram model
Yeah.
from the city that you're, whatever city you're in. I would want to find someone just regular at the mall or whatever. True.
Regular at the mall don't
And then
mean you
pull
ain't a
up the
hoe.
Instagram, and then we'll pull up the Instagram and be like,
Yeah.
nah, you got too many.
Regular at the
Yeah.
mall don't mean you ain't a hoe though.
Yeah.
Don't these days women are very accessible.
Mm-hmm.
Very accessible. The fives feel like tens.
Yep.
Yeah. You gotta ask one question. Have you ever been to Dubai?
Oh,
Yeah.
That should be a first date. Thank you. Check, please. Cool.
Thank God we're not in those situations.
no.
Yeah.
Like those circles, because again, it goes back to the whole. It's the 100 guys that are with the same 5 girls,
Yeah.
and it's like y'all are feasting on the same like plate,
Yeah.
like that's. But I also too I think it turns into like a pissing contest. Like, oh, you're with her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
you bought her those bags. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that, and it's like.
And the girl's winning, so
Yeah.
she's like, yeah.
And then they're going, and then the girls are going on these podcasts, and then are spilling all the tea,
Yeah.
and it's like, God, man, thank God I'm happily married now. I don't have to deal with that.
Not anymore, huh?
You're happily married for now.
Oh. Patreon.
All right, we're gonna end off the pod.
Yeah.
Do it, yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, cool. Thank you everyone for tuning in. I'm your boy JR. We got Sammy. We got Jace. Don't forget to like, subscribe, drop a comment, and let us know how y'all feeling. Go Jays, go. Peace.
One question.
Oh.
Sorry, when are we coming back with Culture Corner?
Ooh, yeah. So Culture's Corner.
Cultures.
Yeah,
Corner.
Culture's Corner. Who knows? I might even change the name.
Okay.
I'm still trying to figure things out. Clips were dropped about a month ago. I know it's been a little while, but it's coming back.
Cool.
It's coming back. Working out a few things in the background. Your boy's busy. Very busy. I'm a family man.
Oh, that's new news.
Well,
We'll have to hear more about
You will
it.
have to hear more about it. All
so
right.
but hopefully more content's coming soon. So stay tuned for that.
All right. We sign off. Thank
Peace.
you all.